Everything you thought you knew about Meghan Markle's age has become the subject of renewed online debate. Every year around her birthday, social media posts, old magazine clippings, archived interviews, and family comments are revisited, leading some people to question details that have already been widely reported. But does any of this actually challenge the public record, or does it simply show how quickly speculation can spread when old material resurfaces? Yesterday, Meghan Markle celebrated her 45th birthday, a date reported consistently by major news organizations and reflected in public records. Yet almost immediately, familiar discussions began circulating online. Internet users revisited decades-old publications, family interviews, and archived photographs, attempting to identify inconsistencies in timelines that have been debated for years. Many of these discussions rely on comments made by relatives, former acquaintances, or historical media coverage. Others point to old yearbooks or magazine profiles that appear to describe Meghan differently. However, none of these sources, on their own, conclusively establish that the widely accepted birth date is incorrect. Instead, they demonstrate how different records, memories, and publications can sometimes conflict over time. One aspect frequently highlighted by commentators is that Meghan herself has rarely addressed these recurring online theories directly. Supporters argue that there is little reason to respond to every internet rumor, while critics believe a direct statement would permanently settle the discussion. Whether that silence is meaningful or simply a decision not to engage remains a matter of interpretation rather than evidence. As researchers and online commentators compare books, interviews, legal documents, and published biographies, they occasionally point to small inconsistencies involving dates, ages, or timelines. In many cases, these differences can result from editing mistakes, inaccurate reporting, or simple human error. Others view them as reasons for further discussion. Importantly, none of these discrepancies alone establish that official records are inaccurate. Attention often turns to Meghan's mother, Doria Ragland, because she is one of the few people directly connected to the events surrounding Meghan's birth. Some online commentators argue that a statement from her could put speculation to rest. However, Doria has largely remained private throughout the years, and there is no public indication that she intends to address internet debates surrounding her daughter's age. Another frequently cited point involves a magazine profile published in March 1997. The publication listed an age that some readers believe conflicts with the widely accepted timeline. Others note that magazines occasionally contain editorial mistakes, especially in celebrity profiles, and no independent evidence has emerged demonstrating that the article accurately reflected Meghan's age rather than a publishing error. As the discussion expands, various books, interviews, and family recollections are compared against one another. Some observers argue that certain dates appear inconsistent, while others conclude the differences are minor and easily explained by imperfect memories or reporting. Taken together, these examples illustrate why the topic continues to attract attention, even though no definitive evidence has emerged overturning the publicly reported birth date. Supporters of the official timeline emphasize that public records and consistent reporting over many years remain the strongest available evidence. Critics, meanwhile, continue examining archived material in search of contradictions. The debate therefore centers less on verified facts and more on differing interpretations of incomplete or conflicting historical sources. Some online discussions go further by proposing alternative timelines that would substantially alter the sequence of events surrounding Meghan's early life. These theories suggest that if one disputed date were accepted, other well-known events would also need to be reconsidered. However, these scenarios remain speculative and have not been substantiated by credible documentary evidence. The commonly accepted timeline describes Doria Ragland and Thomas Markle meeting in the late 1970s, marrying in December 1979, and welcoming Meghan in August 1981. Alternative theories challenge aspects of this chronology, but none have been supported by official records that conclusively replace the established timeline. Throughout these discussions, Doria Ragland remains a central figure simply because of her direct connection to the events. Nevertheless, her decision not to publicly engage with recurring internet speculation should not, by itself, be interpreted as evidence supporting or disproving any particular claim. The conversation later expands into broader discussions about age in the entertainment industry. Meghan has previously spoken about Hollywood's emphasis on youth and the pressures many performers face regarding age. Some commentators believe these remarks add context to ongoing speculation, while others view them as unrelated observations about the entertainment business rather than admissions concerning her own age. Ultimately, the renewed debate illustrates how easily historical records, family recollections, archived publications, and online discussions can combine to create enduring controversies. Until credible new evidence emerges, the publicly reported birth date remains the accepted account, while alternative theories continue to exist primarily as subjects of online speculation rather than established fact. In the end, this discussion may reveal less about Meghan Markle herself than about the way modern information spreads. In an era where decades-old magazine articles, archived interviews, family recollections, and social media posts can be rediscovered within minutes, even small inconsistencies can quickly become the center of worldwide debate. A single headline, an old photograph, or an overlooked publication can spark thousands of conversations, each adding new interpretations without necessarily adding new evidence. As those discussions grow, the line between verified information, personal opinion, and online speculation often becomes increasingly difficult to distinguish. For now, the publicly reported birth date continues to be the accepted account, supported by long-standing reporting and official records. At the same time, the recurring online debate demonstrates why critical thinking remains essential whenever historical claims are revisited. Rather than drawing conclusions from isolated documents or individual recollections, it is important to consider the reliability, context, and credibility of every source. Whether future evidence ever changes the conversation or simply reinforces what is already known remains to be seen. Until then, the discussion serves as another reminder that in the digital age, unanswered questions often generate more attention than definitive answers. And sometimes the biggest story is not the claim itself, but why it continues to capture public curiosity year after year.